Now, there is absolutely no doubt about it that one of the biggest concerns and the biggest complaints of the sequel trilogy was all to do with the character of Luke Skywalker portrayed by Mark Hamill, and exactly how Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams, and Kathleen Kennedy handled the character in that overall trilogy by Disney. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about Disney Star Wars is that as of right now, they are thankfully on a very successful route. They've got The Mandalorian Season 2 pretty much, all done and a thing of the past right now. Pretty much everybody has seen it. And they're now in development with Season 3 and Season 4 of Mando, as well as the Book of Boba Fett. So that's a lot of work that Disney is putting into Star Wars, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. They also have over a dozen Star Wars projects coming to Disney Plus that they're already working on as well. However, when it comes to the character of Luke Skywalker, we all witnessed exactly what Favreau and Filoni, as well as Peyton, the director, was able to really give and deliver to the fandom, to really show the fans that Disney has the chance and the opportunity to do great things if they are actually able to do that. A lot of the problems within Star Wars, let's face it, it was all rooted to Kathleen Kennedy more than it was to Disney themselves. Now, looking at the character of Luke Skywalker, obviously a lot of fans are very happy with the overall result of what we got to witness in Mandalorian Season 2's finale, and we're going to be getting more of him in the near future that a lot of fans are truly looking forward to. Now, with that being said, of course, what's really exciting all has to do with Jon Favreau and his stance on Luke Skywalker, where specifically, of course, given that The Mandalorian Season 3 is now in development, Disney and Lucasfilm are focused on their new projects moving ahead. It's described that currently Jon Favreau is working hard on multiple Star Wars projects with Dave Filoni. It's noted that in a recent interview, creator Jon Favreau was questioned about Luke Skywalker in the Mandalorian series, where he was able to state that they are not even close to done using Luke Skywalker in the treatment of the new direction for Star Wars, and that this is just the beginning. Favreau goes on to unveil that fans will be excited to know that for future seasons and other projects that we'll be able to watch the bond between Grogu and Luke, as well as how Luke evolves into a Jedi Master that is currently very mysterious in the canon. Jon Favreau goes on to unveil that Luke Skywalker's revelations will be explored in future seasons that will allow fans to witness new secrets about the characters that will actually change their perception of how they view him as an overall character in the sequel trilogy movies and more. So let's stop right here for a second. That is very important to the overall franchise, is the fact that Favreau was able to unveil that their plan is to actually change the perception of how we view Luke in the sequel trilogy movies. This to me sounds like that they are obviously ignoring the Luke that we got in the sequel movies, and they're focusing on rebuilding Luke Skywalker from the ground up. Basically, what we got in Mandalorian Season 2's finale was just the very start. That was just a little tease of what's to come by Jon and Dave and other creators that's going to take care of this character very well, and I think that obviously we're in good hands. Everything related to the treatment of Luke, I believe, is going to be very positive moving forward. A lot of problems we have seen with the sequel trilogy, let's face it, like I've said, were all rooted to Kathleen Kennedy and her poor leadership skills over at Lucasfilm. There's no denying that. So the fact that Jon Favreau cares so much about the fans to the point where, yes, we will be able to witness his journey to becoming a Jedi Master and the evolution of Luke Skywalker, as well as that major bond between both Grogu and Luke. And the thing that gets me the most is how revelations will be unveiled related to Luke Skywalker in future Mandalorian series. This really does give fans a little bit more insight into what they're planning to do with The Mandalorian. I understand that The Mandalorian is about Din Djarin, but from what it seems is that Jon Favreau is trying to create an ensemble, an ensemble cast, if you will, between Cara Dune, Luke, Grogu, Bo-Katan, all those characters that we actually got to see, Ahsoka Tano. They're trying to create an ensemble cast, kind of like what we saw in the Ahsoka Tano, or should I say in the Avengers series, and how they're using the Avengers series to kind of use that as inspiration to actually project that in the Ahsoka Tano series, as well as the Mandalorian series as well moving forward. Now, not just that, Jon Favreau, by the way, he has very much invested his time and, you know, a lot of his overall skills as a producer, as a writer, as everything related to Star Wars that he can actually provide to the fans to make things right. That's exactly what he's doing. He is making sure that Luke can be rebuilt and really just done from the ground up to the point where maybe, you know, a lot of fans are just not even going to consider the sequel trilogy actually an existing thing. To the point where they want to make Luke so significant in the Mandalorian show where we're just going to look at the sequels and look at that version of Luke as whatever, right? That's what their aim is right now. So like I've said before in the past, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.